Hello and welcome to GHTV Abroad. My name is Jennifer Akiteboge, and today I'm one-on-one with the lovely Dr. Stephanie Dosu. She's here to have a chat with me. She's the founder of Yapa. So I will ask you to stay tuned and watch out. Dr. Stephanie Dosu, that's the name.
That's correct.
We welcome you on GHTV Abroad.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Okay. Yes, we are happy that you took in our visitation and honored us. So we would like to know about you. Who is Dr. Stephanie?
Oh, thank you very much. And first of all, I greet all your viewers at home, wherever you're watching from, whichever country. Greet you all. Yes. Stephanie is somebody. So I'm 32 years old, and I actually came from Ghana to Germany at the age of 13.
Oh, okay.
And I remember when I arrived, a few days later, my mom had already registered me in school in Germany. So it was like, oh, new country, new environment, and now I have to go to school. And imagine coming from Ghana to Germany. Obviously, there's language in Germany.
So you didn't have any language school in
No,
Ghana,
not
but
at
you
all.
just, wow.
Exactly. And so when I came, a few days later, I'm at school, and here am I sitting at school. Back then, in a class, so they're speaking German, a lot of German, and I'm sitting there. When they are laughing, I'm laughing, but I don't know the reason. And then when it comes to English, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Now this is me. But then, you know, when it comes to topics like mathematics, I remember I'll be following, you know, the calculation in my head, but obviously the explanation that they are giving, I don't understand it. But I made myself the target, or I set myself the goal that I must understand the language, because I don't want to sit in a class and obviously not understanding everybody. And so at the age of 13, I told my mom, she's like, oh, she would ask at Rathaus. And when she asked, they said there is somebody who has registered to teach people German. And this person was a German widow.
Oh, wow.
And so I used to go to her house. We used to talk a lot in German. She was actually very, very nice. She should be talking a lot and telling me stories, and this kind of helped me to gain all the or speed up with the German language. So I think after 1 year, I was so good in the German language that the school decided that my grades are so good, because once I learned the language, I could then learn all the other subjects, biology, geography, and everything, that they thought, okay, the grades are too good, because back then I started in Hauptschule. So the school said, no, after 1 year, the grades are too good. You have to go to gymnasium.
Gymnasium, not
yes.
even Realschule. Okay, so
straight.
you just gymnasium.
So straight,
wow.
they transferred me, and
Smart.
so it was more of, you know, setting goals and knowing, because I really told myself I can't sit in a class knowing that I don't know the language and smiling when everyone is smiling, but I also want to understand. So it was very important. And so fast forward, you know, going to school, I went to gymnasium, going there, and so after my high school, I thought, okay, I wanted to study biomedicine. So that is the bridge between biology and medicine. And so I checked, and then I found this university in UK. It's called Brno University. And so I went to UK to study biomedicine, which was really good, because it gives people the knowledge and the research knowledge, and that bridge between medicine and biology. And then I came back to Germany. I got married after my medicine degree. By the grace of God, I have 2 kids. And I've also been able to finish my PhD at the same time. I did it at the University of Lübeck, specialized in immunodermatology, in autoimmune dermatosis.
Wow.
Yes. And
okay, that's a lot.
Yes, that's short about me, you know, things that I've acquired in over the years, and, you know, a shortcut and my journey, basically, you know, summarized up to this stage.
Wow. But I think you own an applause. You can clap for yourself. You've really done well, because immigrating from Ghana into Germany is not easy, because there's a language barrier, and you were able to really face it, and you have really done well. You've done well. I will say I will speak for GHTV and say that you have done well.
Thank you so much.
When it comes to your doctor degree, I think a lot of people don't have the real understanding. Some people think you're a doctor. Could you maybe more specify or explain to the viewers, like, what is your qualification and what is what are you actually doing?
So I'm a doctor of human biology. So I have studied the human body in detail. In a human body, we have different systems.
Okay.
You have, let's say, the cerebrovascular system. You have the cardiovascular, that's the study of the heart, how your heart works. Gastroenterology, that's your internal organs. There's so many systems in the body. So a human biologist has studied the human body in detail, from the tip of your hair to the bottom of your toes. They know how the systems in the body work in the normal physiology. So when disease happens, they understand, okay, this and this can cause disease. They understand what causes disease. And so, yes, that is what I've acquired. And so I understand, okay, how is your heart meant to function? And if somebody's heart is enlarged, what causes it? A doctor, maybe somebody might go to a doctor, and the doctor will say, hey, the person will go, doctor, I have headache. The doctor will say, okay, maybe I give you prescription, paracetamol, take paracetamol, you go. But a human biologist would evaluate what is causing the headache. That is the bridge of it. And so I'm a doctor of human biology. And if you come to Germany, there are a lot of medical degree terms. So somebody who is an MD, who has a praxis, is called Dr. Med.
Yes. Okay.
Somebody who is a doctor of animals, we call it Dr. Vet. Somebody who is a researcher is called Dr. Ritnat. Somebody who is a human biology is called Dr. Humbiol. And I know there's a lot of terms, but I just wanted to also explain in detail so people understand that every doctor has their own specialization and which area they work in. And so that you determine that by that faculty that the person.
Wow. Thank you for this explanation. So I also mentioned that you are the founder of Yapa. And to my understanding, Yapa is an organization. So could you explain to us what is the meaning of Yapa and the vision behind Yapa?
Yes, thank you very much for this question. So as you said, Yapa stands for Young African Professionals and Associates.
Young African Professionals and Associates. Okay.
Yes. And this is because the reason about Yapa came because, like I said, I came to Germany at the age of 13. And back then, when I came and I kind of asked people, the black people around, I meet this person, I said, hey, what do you do? I'm Arzthelferin, which we call doctor's assistant, if I'm correct with the translation. And so you ask another black person and they give you the same answer. You ask them, what do you do? Oh, I'm also a doctor assistant. And you're like, oh, why are all the black people doing the same profession? Maybe they don't know that there are other existing jobs that exist. And back then, as a matter of fact, when I came, I didn't have anybody that I would say, okay, this black person has done this and that, so you can see that person as a role model. I didn't have any role model. It was just by the grace of God, you know, that things that brought you far, you put things together. Okay, I want to do this, God, help me, guide me to get to this stage. But there was nobody that you could say, okay.
That actually stood in for you and gave you guidelines, like go to this school, send an application there, this is the opportunities you have, but it was just you alone.
It was, so not me alone. So basically, I would say it was God sent my husband to support me all this way because I must say, like, for example, while I started my PhD in Germany, I was pregnant with my first son.
Wow.
Yes, and I started my PhD. And when I finished my PhD, I was pregnant with my second son. I was typing my thesis when he was in my stomach.
Wow.
And so all this wouldn't have been possible. And I think my husband is God sent to give me all this support, because imagine if you have no support, it wouldn't have been possible. And so I think having a supportive husband plays a fundamental role in you know, how stable things will get eventually.
Wow. What's his surname? Is he Mr. Insia?
He's
Dosu.
Mr. Dosu.
Wow, Mr. Dosu, we give you a shout out. God bless you, because it's not really, you can't take it for granted.
Yes, that's
that
very true.
a husband will be supporting at this time of the with all the crisis and everything that is going on.
Yes.
And you can't take it for granted. So this is really really a blessing.
Yes, I must say it's a blessing. And while I started my PhD, my husband took even 1 year paternity leave.
Wow.
He was at home back then. We lived. He also moved to the city that I was doing my PhD. Very, very supportive. And so you know, all this was possible through the help God sent, and or the assistant my husband rendered upon me. So I'm very, very grateful for that. And so back to the question. So while there were no role models, you know, it can be very difficult for any individual, because once you want to do this particular thing, but maybe you are stuck and you feel like, okay, who can I ask? Okay, there's no one. Maybe you'll be turned to over the internet, reading about certain things, and after a while you'll be like, okay, you've read online, you've read comments, but you don't have any real human being who will say, hey, I did that, I did this and that, these are the mistakes that I learned. Please try to avoid it because this and that. You have no real personal role model.
Okay.
And so these are all the reasons why Yapa was founded. And so when I look back and said, okay, back then there was no other person that I could say look up to and say, okay, this person in the educational path, they have done this, I can look up to. And then I also, like I was saying, this career orientation. Sometimes you want to do this, but then you have nobody to ask. And while growing up now, even in this stage, I've had a lot of young people who are doing a particular course, but then they stopped their Ausbildung several times because they didn't know that, okay, I didn't know that this Ausbildung that I'm doing, I will end up here. Maybe if they knew that, okay, I want to be this is the Ausbildung to get me there, they wouldn't waste 3 years and it's just gone. And so there's lack of career orientation in the community. In a lot of people with immigration background, in the many young persons, they have lack of career orientation. And so Yapa is a combination of you have no role model, you are lacking career orientation. But because Yapa is a network of professionals, you know, we are calling all professionals, African and non-African, lawyers, engineers, doctors, different other professions, nurses, you know, all the professions, business professionals, all together under one big umbrella. So that's a network. Because recently what happened, somebody said, who is part of the Yapa network said, hey, I work for Lufthansa, right? And they're looking for 3 persons in this department. And I was like, oh, this is great. I went on Lufthansa page and the job was not even shown there. It is internal. It's a network. When we've heard about many white people say that, oh, they got this position because their uncle, their sister, their auntie got them there.
In German, they call it vitamin B.
Exactly. But for
Means
a lot
connection.
Exactly. But a lot of people with immigration, but they don't have this connection. How can they get there? That other people have the connection, they don't have the connection. If we have a network today, if I need my son or another person needs a practicum, or you, your child, or yourself, you need a practicum or some guidance, there's always somebody in that particular help, in that field to render help or to give you that direction that you need. And so Yapa is seen as an umbrella of diverse professionals, all together, African, non-African. Where does a person need the help? Because if you are part and somebody says, hey, I'm an engineer, or I work for a factory, and said, okay, in my company we are looking for a person. Within this network, you can get your vitamin B also. Okay. And so it's a general.
So it's, in a nutshell, Yapa is a network.
Yes, it's a network of professionals for career and career guidance.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But some people really have the interpretation that you are excluding those who don't have like a career or a degree. So Yapa is only for those that...
Academics.
Yeah, for academics.
So, no, that's not the case. So Yapa is for everyone.
How?
It's for everyone. So Yapa was founded by Afro-German for everyone. So it doesn't matter if you have a career, a profession, you're academic. And that's the good thing about Yapa and what differentiates Yapa from the other organizations, because we don't only focus on a person saying that you are academic and you have to go to school or you have to go to university or obtain a university degree. We have people who are doing Ausbildung and we recognize the Ausbildung. We have carpenters at Yapa, mason. You know, we have people who bake
but
at
what
Yapa.
about those
but people who don't
really
have,
don't want
exactly,
don't have anything and maybe don't want to do anything?
exactly.
So what about
even
those
people are part of Yapa. They can join Yapa because of how somebody has made or what somebody is doing. They can also be inspired by that. So we have a lot of people, like I was saying, not only the academics, we have those with Ausbildung and those who just don't have any profession, but they want to be inspired by the people. So if you are part of this, you be inspired, you get motivation. And it's very interesting because Yapa don't only offer this career orientation and guidance and this network that people can benefit from, like job opportunities, but also for those who don't have anything, like maybe some people may come from Ghana recently. We had somebody in Ghana who joined Yapa, and I was like, whoa, he joined Yapa from Ghana, okay. Not knowing that the person has, you know, applied for a university here in Germany, and through Yapa they had people around them. So the city they live, they now have people through Yapa. We have people who join Yapa who don't have, maybe they don't know the German language, like you said, they don't have any degree. And they said, I want to make a change. But before you can do something in German, you need to learn the German language. Yapa offers through free German classes by certified personnel who work for Fachhochschule. There's free German class for these people. So it's encouraging people that if you want to do something, if you want to, you can do it.
But what about those that are maybe of age and are not really, you know, interested, or not say that are not interested or not capable of now learning the language, and they have issues? Maybe they need people to help them with their letters, with their guiding them or escorting them to certain places. Can they have access of help from Yapa?
So Yapa is more of career orientation and a network that you can benefit from. So things like, you know, somebody needing somebody to translate their letter, that's not what Yapa does. Yapa is a home for career orientation. So let's say you have a kid in Germany and that child has reached that phase of, you know, Abitur level. They are wondering, should I go to university? Should I do Ausbildung? That's where the Yapa kicks in to help them. And to the phase where they're in their professional field and they want people to interact with, that's what they help. Yapa is help for somebody who also want to, like I said, gain professional, just be part of a network so they can be motivated to do something. Yapa is also part for somebody, for example, we had people from not only African, but some people from the European countries who want to come to Germany. Because Yapa, the name of Yapa, young professional, it's so in English and it attracts international students. They now see it and they contact Yapa for kind of information about what they can do, how they can establish, how they can work in Germany. And so Yapa is not filling that gap as in accompanying somebody to the office or accompanying or visiting somebody or maybe shopping grocery for a person or taking them to their appointments. But Yapa is an umbrella. If you want to be part of a professional workforce, if you want to benefit from a future-oriented network, if you want your child who doesn't know whether to do Ausbildung, what they should do, what career options there are, you can be part. If you as an adult, you're in Germany, you feel like, wow, time is ticking and you want to do something. You don't want to just stay home and get benefit from the government. You want to change something. Just being part of Yapa is just infectious because you feel motivated because there's so many professionals, so many occupations. Some people are bakers. Some people are doing so many things because we encourage, we don't say only university degrees are the one. People would be also, because if we compare, you know, a carpentry degree maybe in Ghana, I think it's different than in Germany because in Germany you get a certificate actually for it. And so it is very important that we know that people with Ausbildung, you know, they're also very much welcome to join Yapa. And so Yapa, it's an umbrella that is welcoming all professions regardless of university degree. Like I said, if you want to benefit from this network, it also welcomes you. Yeah.
But as you speak of benefits, people have been asking me this question or asking like, okay, Yapa, seems like you are the founder and you are of African origin. why is it that now that you're about to like come out, Yapa is going to be well known? Why is it that it's going to be an international network, but not only for Black people? Because Black people are the one who have limited job offers or limited access to good jobs. So why are you not standing for Black people?
So I am standing for Black people. But the thing is here, we have to think about it. If you generate something that would benefit your neighbor, and your neighbor is not Black, I would never say, I can't help you because you're not Black. The help Yapa offers does not exclude, cannot exclude an individual because of their origin. Yapa was founded by Afro-Germans for everyone. So the concept of Yapa and how a person can benefit from Yapa, career orientation, jobs, and network.
And that is what someone is saying. It doesn't have
to be that
if there is if I am a member of Yapa and maybe I need from Yapa a job offer of someone, but there's maybe a Caucasian person, and that person will also go and apply, the percentage are high that the Caucasian person might get that job. So it's like the Black people are asking, okay, right now, oh, wow, we have a doctor, a Black female doctor in Germany, and now she's doing something for us, but she's getting all the other people inside.
But you have to realize you can't really discriminate and push Black in Germany and ignoring Germany. We are in Germany. Then we should take the Black to the country they are. We are in Germany. We are established in Germany.
Okay.
So we work and encourage everyone. So we can't say, okay, we have something, but we only want it for a Black person. Like I said, Yapa was established from Afro-German for everyone.
For everyone.
They benefit from Yapa. If you need a job, if you need career orientation, language will help. You want to be a part of a career-oriented network. We won't say because you're not Black, you can't get it. And we can't say because you're Black, it's only for you. Yapa is for all. We try to unite people. That's why we do not say Yapa is only for Nigerian or for Ghanaian or for Togolese. It's African. And if you think about it, even in Germany here, most African organizations are so separated. If you say something is for Nigerian or for Togo, then maybe the Ghanaian doesn't want to come. They will ask you, is it only for Togo? Oh, then maybe I should not come. They will ask you, is it only Nigeria? Oh, maybe I should not come. Is it the Ghanaian church? Oh, then I'm not coming. Can we unite Africans? Can we come together? And that's Yapa is Africa. We don't say it's for Ghana, it's for this, it's African and non-African. We have seen that if you want to drive a vision, we do not want to exclude who Yapa is for. Because you know how the Bible says, nobody can take what God has bestowed upon you.
Yes.
So if God said you're going to get that position, no Caucasian, even if Yapa posted it and the Caucasian want to take it from you, he cannot take it because God said you're going to get it. And that's what I believe in. Yapa demonstrates the opportunities for every individual and they can take it. And so we don't discriminate. We give it to everyone. And like we said, we base it a lot of things that people would realize that what is for you is for you. We just encourage people more to work because in the past there were statistics that has shown that Black people are not, for me, I work in the medical technology company. And sometimes you realize that, okay, you go into a company or a conference and you are the only Black person, you're like, okay, where are my people? And so with Yapa, we want to create more visibility. What job are you doing? Because last time I was asking another person, are there Black lawyers? Are there Black engineers? And it's so hard. You're like, okay, oh, I know one person, they started their degree and then they left it. Oh, but now they changed. Okay, can I have 15 lawyers? It's so hard, but by the grace of God, if somebody says, I need lawyers, I know Black lawyers in Germany. If you say you need engineers, I can list engineers. And it's so incredible because through Yapa, I have found different profession people do that I never thought about. There's one guy who said, there was a company that came to Ghana and through a program he's here and he's working as a farmer. It's not a bachelor or it's not a master. And I found this all thing through Yapa. There's so many professions that are out there people don't even know about, And so we are happy that we can offer this. It's free for Yapa. It's for everyone. Everyone can be part. And we also encourage people to join and also partake because maybe you are a person, you are good in moderation or you're good in talking to people.
That's when
you can also give this support to somebody. It's like, having a big family where there is always support somewhere. You need support from a lawyer, lawyers are there. Your child wants to know how it is to work in a business firm. They don't know what to do. Somebody's there. Somebody wants to go into logistics. Is there another person? Because back then, they would check online and they'll look and, okay, I want to do this and that. But now there's somebody in logistic companies. They can tell you how the journey to get there is like, which company offers, and even potentially give you an offer in their company because they can speak to their boss and offer you a job. So what is for you is for you. A Caucasian cannot take for you. That's what I believe in.
I will let us to pause here with what is for you is for you while we go for a short commercial breaks. Please stay tuned.
You're dealing with the best woman telling me the feeling when you want to get a reliable ability, the particular for related believing possibility, the problem with the quality, but positivity, but yo, what up is Flow King Stone in the place and you're watching Ghana TV abroad. Keep watching. Holla back, yo.
Welcome back to GHTV Abroad. I'm still here with the one and only and lovely Stephanie Insia Dosu, Doctor Stephanie Insia Dosu. I cannot leave out the doctor. It's very hard to get a qualification, a doctor's qualification abroad. It's very hard to get that one. So for our lovely sister to have it, she has done well. So I will not leave that one out. Before we went to the commercial break, we were talking about the organization or the network, Yapa.
Yapa. Yes.
So we were talking about the fact that what is for you, because people were saying that you are mixing the people. You are not doing it only for Africans, but you are doing it for non-Africans as well. So we came to the point that you said that what is for you is for you. So if someone is outside and wants to join Yapa, how would that person, or of what age should that person be to join this network?
Okay, so to join Yapa Germany, Yapa has target groups, right? We have the youth, so that's what, like I described before, individuals who are, pupils. They are still going to school and they are approaching that abitur phase. And once they get there, because that's when the big decision comes, do you now have somebody to guide you to the school? That's what I was saying, career orientation. Somebody to guide you on this path, because like I said, for many people, the person may be the eldest in their family. Maybe their parents didn't go to school, but then they don't have any bigger sister. That's why Yapa is there. So that target group is for the pupils. And then we have those who are working. We have people who are already in their career. They are working from diverse fields. Then we have the parents. That's the third target group. Parents, because we realize that sometimes we have to go, if we want to target the pupils, sometimes we have to go back and teach the parents about the academic and the school system in Germany. When they understand early, because if early school starts right in kindergarten, most parents don't even understand the school system in Germany. They go to school, they don't follow and back up their child and support as they should. So the parents are also a huge target for Yapa. So recently we did a program which is on YouTube that you can watch. It was called 10 Things Parents Should Know. And in this program, we educate the parents on, several things they have to know, coming from Yapa professional teachers' perspective. So teachers that are, Ghanaian teachers, African teachers, non-African came online to say, hey, this is what you have to do. Because a parent maybe will go and say, hey, I went to a party, they gave me meat pie and chips. They will open their bulldozer, the lunchbox, and put the brew fruit inside and they cover it. And they open it at school and the teachers are wondering, like, really? And they will look down on the child and everything. They will say, oh, this teacher, they don't like my child. You should learn the things before.
So how to adjust to the system.
Yes, you have to learn how to integrate yourself into the Germans, and it's very important. So parents are one target group for them to really understand the schools. How can they support their child? When it comes to school, when it comes to homework, when it comes to Elternabend, what do you do? Because if you don't support now, at some point the child will reach, a class 4, they want to go to school. The teachers are saying, oh, we think your child should go to Hauptschule, and you said, oh, they are racist. you never supported your child with homework, you never looked whether your child is lacking anything. And so their grades are bad. You never examine these things. So we realize that we have to go back.
In all, no, you would say, oh, I'm speaking tree, but in all, you would say that you have 3 target groups.
Yes.
One is for the youth that are about to finish school or enter university.
Yeah, the youth who are about to enter into the work life. That could be, so if you are either in school trying to do abitur, or you are a student or Auszubildender, you have not entered work life yet.
Okay.
That is the youth. And then we have, or we call them in Japan, we call it junior professionals. They are not there yet. They have not entered their working life. They're either in school, they're either a student, university, they're doing their Ausbildung, they are, they are not there yet. And we have people who are finished their career and they are working.
Okay.
Yes. And then we have the parents.
Their parents.
Yes.
Okay. So Yapa is a platform or a network. Who is financing this network?
So since Yapa is a non-profit organization, we apply for funding from the institutes and from governmental bodies, and we get the support from them to finance it. I mean, now Yapa was funded in 2021, and we're in the process of expanding all these sponsorships so we can organize more huger programs that are in persons and stuff like that. And
what are this kind of programs that are about that you would like to sponsor in the future?
Oh, these programs are yet to come, so I don't want to disclose it now. We have programs that are coming in person that we are going to organize. And as a matter of fact, I have to also mention that Yapa has its main office in Hamburg, but Yapa is nationwide, so it's across Germany.
Okay.
So there are Yapa members also in every federal state in Germany. And it's so incredible because Yapa was founded, it came in March 2021, and there are 202 members across the nation. And it's incredible how many people have followed the vision and felt, the help they need. And recently, like I was saying, we have somebody from Iran who messaged and said, hey, I want to come to Germany. I'm a medical doctor. I want to do my specialization in Germany, but I have no one to ask. And this person got also attracted because of the English and the professional name of Yapa. And so they get, and they book one-to-one. We offer this. They get one-to-one in a Zoom. So people tell them, okay, this is what you have to do. This is the institute you have to contact. Some people have degrees from Ghana, Before somebody said, oh, I'm a nurse in Ghana. And then they come to Germany.
And do cleaning.
Yes. And then before people would think, oh, when you are coming to Germany, you have to throw your degree there and do another degree. But now through Yapa, we have found out that people have come from different African countries, different European countries. And when they come to Germany, you can get your qualification recognized. So let's say somebody is a nurse from Nigeria. When they come to Germany.
So do you help people financing that? Because getting your degree accepted here is borne on some cost.
Yes, they have to pay this cost themselves. We are showing them, because people don't know. We have had people who come and they said, oh, I was a nurse back in Nigeria. Now I want to do something Ausbildung. They don't know that that degree they got, they can get it recognized in Germany. And we are getting this knowledge across that you don't have to throw away 3 years ago what you did. You don't have to throw away your bachelor's degree in nursing or midwifery or whatever. You can get it recognized. People don't know this knowledge, and we give them this consultation and this and much more at Yapa. We have we work well with governmental bodies like Bundesagentur für Arbeit. Some people will ask, oh, I want to write Bewerbung. They don't know how to write. We organize programs with them, with the governmental bodies as such, and they will come online with.
So programs are for free?
Yes, they are for free. Yapa is all for free.
It's all for free.
You don't have to pay anything to be a member. And like you mentioned, it's for these targets. So if they want to be a member, they just have to go on our homepage, www.yapagermany.de. And if anyone goes online, you can select the language in English or German. And then you can sign up. It's free. There are no registration at all. The benefits, however, when you have any question at all, be in a career, you want to get in touch with people in your field, or you need a one-to-one, this is all given by Yapa. And by the grace of God, there are jobs that we also get from companies that we also pass it on. It's so nice that maybe you are there, you're looking for a job, and you think, oh, I've looked, I've applied, I don't find anyone. And somebody will be like, hey, I work in this company and we are looking for somebody. It's not on the website, but you get all this benefit from this network.
Yes.
If you want a practicum, recently someone emailed us, we need a practicum. Through Yapa, we have cooperation partners who work with us, Praxis in Hamburg. They said, hey, we need people. So then somebody said, oh, I need a practicum in this clinic and here. We know where to help these people. And so it's easier for people.
So if someone, like you said, you just mentioned the website of Yapa. So is it going to be that the person has to just contact you and log into a site, or how is it going to be?
So the
or just
person
like your page on social media?
So the person has to be a member of Yapa and benefit from, you know, like I mentioned, job opportunities, a network where there are internal positions. Someone will tell you that maybe you're an engineer or maybe you're a carpenter, but somebody has set up a company, you want to work there, but you're looking for a job, you don't get, you've checked Google multiple times, still no search. Within Yapa, somebody has set up a company. They might tell you they have an internal position there. So you benefit from all this internal practicum, internal Ausbildung, all this from. What the person has to do is to go online, go on www.yapagermany.de. As I said, you can change the language to German or English, how you want it, and you can register and become a member.
So you have to register.
You have to register to become a member. But then if a person, you know, sometimes people just want to know updates. What is Yapa doing? What is current now? Not the job factor, but, you know, things that we've been doing. You can follow us on social media platforms, on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional platform.
So which social media platforms are you? Are you on Instagram?
Yes, we use Instagram. We use LinkedIn, a professional platform. We are on Facebook, yes, and YouTube. So most
Could you mention to the viewers your name on all these social media handles, or is it?
It's
just
Yapa Germany.
Yapa Germany.
Yes, Yapa Germany on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. Like I mentioned, the video with the parents, you can also follow it up on YouTube. And recently we also had a program because we realized that one of the topics that is disturbing the Black community is depression. It's kind of like a taboo topic. People who are depressed don't want to even accept they're depressed. They have nobody to talk to. Actually, they don't even want to know that they could be suffering from depression. And so research has shown that children at the age of 12 can even suffer from depression. So a mother can notice a change in behavior of their child. The parent themselves could be suffering from depression. But because they don't accept and they have nobody to talk to, they swallow it and go, and it piles up. Yapa said, okay, these are topics we see is affecting the community. These are topics people face, but they don't want to open up. So there's a video also on our YouTube page talking about how to deal with depression and how to overcome it. You can also check it out, like I mentioned. So platforms, YouTube, you can check. You can go on LinkedIn. You can go on Facebook. You can go on Instagram. So you can like and you can always get the update what Yapa is up to. Yes.
Okay. So you do a lot of also enlightening of diseases or topics that are in the Black community, for example. Not only in the Black community, but also
depression knows no, but I think particularly depression affects everyone. I remember last time somebody asked me, can a Christian be depressed? And we were talking about, I was explaining to them that the brain, depression is something that affects the brain, and it's an imbalance in our emotion. A pastor can get angry and happy and sad. So when there's an imbalance, situations can happen. How you deal with the situation, that will determine if you fall into depression or not. You know, a sad event can happen. They can be sad for a bit, but if they are sad for many, many years, and it can draw them. So depression is only for the African community, it's for everyone. But in the African community, it's like a taboo topic.
Yes, of course, because we don't deal with them. It's mostly like witchcraft or anything, but it's not depression. So the last question that I have for you is that, knowing that you are a female, did you face any challenges in creating this network? Or was it a time that someone told you, okay, you as a female, I don't think you have anything to say, or trying to downgrade you in any way because you're a female?
This is a very interesting question. I must say, I've never had any sort of downgrading or any sort of kind, but I would say that, you know, you asked this in relation to Yapa, and I'm so grateful to God that, you know, when God is the foundation of something, he solidifies your mission and your vision of it. And I'm so grateful to God that when Yapa actually, I mean, I am saying that it was born this 2021, but it actually started in 2020.
Okay.
You know, it started in 2020, and when, you know, praying about the vision and, you know, how God direct you to the people needed to come together, praying together and establishing it. So it was more of a prayer and how God is directing to the right people to bring together. So it was not like, hey, it's me and I'm doing this my own and stuff. I don't rely on my strength because Yapa was a vision that God gave me and God directed me to the right people to bring it and solidify and stabilize the vision of it. And so we never had anything like downgrading. It was just the people that God led me to. They also saw the vision and they supported with all their hearts. And I'm grateful that up to now, it's not even a year, but we have really reached a milestone, I would say. I think when we look back how it was and how much we are linked now to big organizations in Germany, it sometimes surprises me, but it's just giving glory to God how far we have come.
So there were absolutely no challenges.
No challenges at all.
That way, okay.
It was more of support because God was the foundation.
Yes, okay. Amen to that. So were you, actually, when you say you started the network 2020, and now, you know, we are now in the pandemic, anything to do with the creating of this network?
No, it has nothing. Oh, if it has something to do with the pandemic. Yes, so I think the pandemic was a time when everyone, you pause back and look back at, you know, really, is it how it was? Is it how things are? And I think a pandemic has been a life-changing moment for a lot of people. And so I think during the pandemic, back in July 2020, that's when God gave me this vision. And it took a while because I thought, oh God, how can I do this alone? And I can't do this. And I prayed about it. And like I said, God directed me to the people. And so we first actually met in October 2020. That's when the first, you know, should I say, assembly of the individuals came together. But then we worked in silence until the website was all designed until March when we brought it out. So we worked, you know, very quiet, the logo, everything, registration, everything. And then we brought it out here. We didn't want to say, okay, the idea is here now, everyone. We decided to, you know, make sure it is ready.
It is ready. Okay. So we would like you to say some few words to the viewers, to those that would like to follow you, or if you have anything, your last words to the viewers.
Yes, I would just like to tell everyone that who is watching me and has felt like, oh, I would like to be connected to professionals. Maybe you're working in a company and you feel like I'm the only Black person. Maybe you're working in school, you feel like, oh God, I'm the only person studying this subject. You are not alone. There are so many people studying your subject. Get connected to these people. Get connected and expand your network. Get connected and develop naturally. We at Yapa, we believe that everyone deserves a chance, and be part of this future-oriented network. It's free. You don't have to pay anything at all. It's a network that gives you all the benefits because we are trying to bring a change, that you don't have to sit alone. Maybe your sister or maybe your cousin looking for a practicum. You've searched online for several hours. You don't find it. At Yapa, somebody, Black people and non-African, they have reached the head of several companies. They can give you this platform, but maybe you're not connected yet, so they don't know you. Find your way yet. Find your way to Yapa. Go on www.yapagermany.de, register, become a member, and benefit from it. You can follow us on all the platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and YouTube. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming. And we wish you all the best for the future. And we hope to stay in contact with you.
Definitely.
Okay.
Thank you for
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Jennifer Akitiboge, and this was One-on-One on GHTV Abroad. Thank you.
God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Fill our hearts with true humility, make us cherish fearless honesty, and help us to resist oppressors' rule with all our will and might forevermore. And help us to resist oppressors' rule with all a will and might forevermore.